Okay, now so let us continue now. Here in this part, I will give you the theorem, a very important theorem. It's called the it's useful. We call it open mapping theorem. The open mapping theorem. That means that you have you take E and F Banach spaces like this, and I'll take T a continuous linear map from E into F like this. Then there exists C such that the T of the ball, the unit ball of this one, contains the ball of radius C, this one there. If you have E and F, which is a Banach space, T is a continuous linear map from E into F. There exists C such that you have this conversion. This one is called the open mapping theorem. This one, and the proof is very is not easy. That I will preview one corollary of this one before giving the proof of this one. The corollary of this one says that if we are U, which is open, the open sector of E, like this one is the open set of E, U open, then the image of U is also open. Of F is open. That means that this one is open. I say that if U is open in E, then the image by T is also open on E. That's the way you say that the open mapping theorem. The image of open set is also open. Then I'll give you the proof, the sketch, a proof of this. So we will suppose that U is open set of E. So we will prove that the image by this linear continuous operator from E to S1 is also open. So let us see. Let us prove that TU is open. Is open set in S1 is open set. Let me change the marker for this one. I'll give you, maybe you have a good marker. So I'll take something. Let the U element of y0 element of T to move. That means that there is this x0 U such that this one will be equal to x0. U is open. This one U is open. Then there exists a ball. A ball of center x0 of radius r, which is contained in U, because U is open. This one. Or this one is exactly x0 plus R B1 0. The unit ball, which we write it like very, very simple, very standard. And from here, you can take the image of this one. Is that U y0, I think the image will be plus T like this. T of this one might be contained in this kind of version. So that means that you have T of the set of B1 R0, which is contained in T2. I just take the image of this one. So see the writing R, I can say C. Listen, I can see what to put the pope. You see about C there. Okay, let us suppose that is C. It's the same. I put C here, I'll suppose that this one is C. So you have C here, you have just C here, it's the same. Just R or C the same. Just I use C for make the theorem they put for more understanding for you. If you have this kind of function. Then using the result of you have in the theorem, this one, using this kind of result, you say that this one contain this one plus B of what? C of this one. B of what? Of C, this one. So if let us see that we can also write like this. If I write here C1 like this, if I take the image, I will see this one. Then this one, if you take the image, you have this kind of function using this fact. So you have y0 plus, we will say this kind of function C, what is CR, okay, CR of this. So take R, RC, B of 1 of 0, which is contained in T to U. That means that you have this kind of function. That means that you have the ball of center 1, 0. In the ball in F, this one of radius RC is contained in TU. That means that TU is open. Very simple. And I see the right C here. I can say R, and if you say R, this kind of function, I will have CR. So I can say R there, I have RC there, use the fact I have RC this one. So RC will be the radius of my the ball of center Y0. I give you a second corollary of this theorem. And when I did prove this one. Okay, I will say also that if you can get another corollary of this kind of. Well, we try to suppose that now our T is surjective. E, B, okay, the corollary. Two, this one. And we suppose also that T is still the element of L, E, this one. Now we suppose that T is bijective. We suppose that T is bijective also. And E and F are also a Banach spaces. T is bijective, also this one is Banach spaces. Then you also prove that you have this kind of then T1 is continuous. Yeah. And this corollary T is bijective, E and B also a Banach species, a T linear map from E into F, then we have this kind of function, T minus 1 is continuous. And let's start. We suppose from the theorem, you have already that this kind of function. You have also done that they resist all this C from the theorem, such that the T B1 of this one, the ball will contain this kind of ball, the ball of C. You use it to prove that T is continuous. Use the fact that T is also necessary linear map for this kind of one. And this one means that the B1 of 0 contains T minus 1 B C of 0. Then when I take X here, for all X in E, such that Ts is an element of this ball C0, then this S is will be in this ball. if x is here, then you got the x is this ball, then you have the norm of this one. Let us explain it more for you. Here t is bijective. Huh? Okay, I will explain it more for you. Huh? I say that t here, TB10 contains B, there is a C. Contains C0. What I mean is this kind of function. So that means that the B, this one is the same that B1 of 0 contains T minus 1 BC of 0. Then when you take S here, that means that S here must be so. Then for all x, you take in the T minus 1 B C0. That means that Tx must be in this ball. That means that the norm of Tx must be less than C. If x is an element, will be an element of this one is contained in there. So this one is contained. If you take S here, the S must be here. So you have this one must be implied that the norm of x is less than 1. So from here you prove that t minus 1 is bijective. Why? Look at here. It's very simple to prove. I'll give you more detail of the proof. Here, I'll give you more detail for the proof of this one. You can try to do it alone, and if you have some problem, try to see it. From here, so you have Tx, then the norm of x. This one means that the norm of this, the norm of x here is must be the norm of 1 over c, the norm of x. This one. From here you have this one. Why? Let us prove it. Let us prove it. Why you have this condition? I'll give you the proof of this one. It's just a simple calculation for having this kind of function. If you are complete this one, t of let's consider the t of this one of x of c over the t, the norm of t x plus epsilon. For all here, for all epsilon which is like this, I compute this one, this kind of function. This kind of function I compute it, and if I take the norm of this norm must be necessary less than c, because you have tx here, norm of ts over this is less than 1. This one must be less than c. From here, that means that this one xc over the norm of x plus this one is an element of the ball, the unit ball. That means that this one, the norm of this one must be less than 1. Because if I have this, you have this one. So this one, the norm of this is less than c, you have this correction, then the norm of this must be necessarily less than 1. The unit ball. Then this one is less than 1. Then that means that if you suppose you have the norm of x must be less than, to put it here, you have 1 over c, the norm of t x here plus epsilon for all epsilon. Then you have your relations for epsilon. When you take epsilon by 0, then to 0, you have this condition. So you have, that means that you have this, that means your t is t minus 1 is continuous. Why? Because when you have if you have this kind of relation, it is the same that you have the t minus 1 of x is less than c, less than s this one. This one exactly this. That proves that the inverse of this one is continuous. It's very simple.